to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up! Bronco 80!
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
He'll get this out wide. Now he's free at the 35. And they will finally run him down. It is a big play for the Browns. 39 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. They're fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That is caught wide on the RPO. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Browns. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Good with the extra point. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. He's going to return it from the goal line.
Chandler on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
brings up second and
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
In motion, it's Waddle. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
Sanders now off the bootleg. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 9.
Back row 80. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
On third down, Sanders going up top. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
In motion, it's Waddle. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Mason Graham gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Wilson. The left side, he finds Kraft. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, third and 19, no problem. They pick it up on third and long.
A gain of 21.
Set to go now on first and 10. motion, it's Waddle. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. There's Pratt, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Miami.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Here we go.
A run up the middle with a 10. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Chris Barnes from that linebacker position making the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Wilson. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
So it's really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Open man. That is Bob. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Ready.
On play action, Shador. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Now it's Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. 60 Bobcat. 60.
Again, it's Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
11 yards for number 11 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Sanders going to throw again. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand, get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Throwing again is Sanders. Out to his right. Now he'll run. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Liking, go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Get up. Lions.
They're going on 4th down. Sanders. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns move out on top. 14-0.
Dolphins nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
They'll give it to Sampson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on the line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
On 2nd down, Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. and it'll set up a third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Browns stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Tackle there by Michael Hall.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third, they need 8. Here's Wilson. Oh, a loose football. But I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold on. And indeed, they will keep possession. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
Cup 19. Ready? 70, 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They go play action with Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Mustang 19.
32-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
To throw again is Sanders. Caught. This is Ayuk. Who's brought down that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Warriors 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And they'll stop. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
No signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a third and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Jalen Wright now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Wilson. Off-balance throw. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. The shotgun. Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On the run to the right. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
and 10.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Sanders will throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Here's a give to H.A. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tillman, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Myles Garrett in for his 2nd sack of the night. Number 6 on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
19 strikes.
Here's Sanders to throw. Open man. That is Bond. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
18 Cardinals.
Sanders, little pop pass here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Go! Cougar 19.
Now, Sanders. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion, it's Waddle. From the gun, on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
The Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to the left. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
2nd down.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That's complete. It's center Tillman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Dolphins.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. Tillman, the man in motion. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Open man, and that's Tillman. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing again. Wilson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Warriors 70. Canucks. 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Sanders now off the bootleg. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go. Shot. Steady.
On play action, Shador. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
On second down, Sanders. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
18 Cardinals. Ready.
On third down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. A run here with H.N.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stay on the ground with H.N. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Wilson He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Pick up of 14 on that one. First down, Miami.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. 19, first and 10.
Again, Wilson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And it was really the lack of production on first and second down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till third down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those first and seconds and take the fight to the defense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
To throw again is Wilson. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Look in the middle, that's Kraft. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. The give here to Wright.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And in motion is Coleman. Now Wilson on first down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's in! Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Miami.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
79 Broncos. Down. Forward, collecting, 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Pass caught by Bond. He gets free, and they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Open is the tight end, Kraft.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 69.
In motion, it's Waddle. 3rd down, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Coleman. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Looking downfield for Coleman.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. And they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you could see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
65 cents.
From the shotgun, Wilson looking downfield for Coleman. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Wilson to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
Once again, it's Sampson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So